In 45 minutes, comedy in 3 Up, 2 Down. First on 1, the magic number is 1,000,000. The magician, Paul Daniels.
Hello and welcome to my house of magic somewhere in England. I'm not even telling you where that is. Even that's a secret around here. And inside this house are some of the secrets you will be watching over the next few minutes. Some of the best bits of the shows we've done in the past. And of course some of the best artists we've had on as guests also. And look, while I go and get comfortable, why don't you watch the start of the show? I deserve it, but enough. Anyway, good evening and welcome to the Magic Show, and welcome to you at home, people watching at home there, welcome. And it's a good show tonight. You're in for a real treat, some great guests and some good magic. Like this, for example. Now, this is a good trick. You'll like this. Not a lot, but you'll like it. And it's, I'll explain everything about it, because you will probably find this totally unbelievable. Here is a tube. Now, this is tube number 1. You can see all the way through it, OK? If I hold my hand there, you can see my hand goes all the way through it. And it's what they call a thin-walled tube in the trade. Over here, we have tube number 2. Tube number 2 is the same as tube number 1, except that it is a bit bigger, so the tube number 1 can fit inside tube number 2. So now we've got 2 tubes, and they're both like this. It's not easy. Now, what I want the audience to do now is I can produce from here any colour, head square you name. Just shout out any colour at all. Shout out colours. Come on. Blue. Blue, certainly, sir. A blue one. Right. All you've got to do is just reach in here and just reach in here. And there it is. I can't. Come on. A blue square. Sounds like pity. Now, let's get something straight. You could have named any colour. The tubes are empty. You can see right round them and through them. Thin-walled tubes, and this one fits inside that one just like this one fits over that one, like that. Good, innit? And then you reach inside, and here's all the other colours you asked for. And the tubes are empty. Tube number 1 just fits inside tube number 2, and tube number 2 fits inside tube number 1. And you reach... Look. What we want is woofing applause here. We don't want you... I mean, I'm not producing little ones like other conjurers do. I mean, that's what they do, don't they? Like that, No, I'm producing one. It's a big one. Huh? Good grief. Didn't clap and the tubes are empty and this one's as empty. The thing that baffles me is where does that come from? No, not that. This, the rice that's inside. Let's go. Well, we've got to get on with the show. I've got some great guests for you. Great. No, it won't go back. It came out of that one, so you would have thought it would have come out of that one. That was fun. And this is a small part of a much bigger collection of old magic that I've made over the years. Because that's what I do. I collect old posters and magic tricks. Some you can do again, some you can't. This one, for example, is one of the silliest. This is the famous Vanishing ping pong ball. You see it in there. The magician waves his hand in the front. He had to cough to cover the noise of the ping pong ball disappearing. Where did it go? The audience cried. It's on the back. Just goes in out the back like that. The next trick you're about to see is old, but we did bring it up to date. I hope you enjoy this. This is the bit I wanted you to see in here. See if I can pull that out of the way a bit. Now look at that. Aren't they nice? Trainers, they call trainers. And when you buy a pair of shoes, trainers, boots, whatever, you always have this problem. Well, I do. Putting the laces in, or when you've got the laces in, getting them out so you can get the shoes on. Do you have that problem at home? Is this a problem with you? Silly, isn't it? And I've got two of these to do, so if you want to put the kettle on, have a cup of coffee. No? No, I'll get somebody to help me. Debbie, bring a fella out the audience. Debbie, that's it, bring a fella out the audience. And we'll get him to do one and I'll do the other one. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello there. And now, is that a recent growth, or didn't you get shaved this morning, or you're trying harder for a bigger one later on? What is it?
Trying harder for a bigger one.
Yeah, yeah. How long have you been growing that?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, and that's all you've got?
Want it for out there as well?
Oh, you're going to transfer it, are you? Yes, right. Yes, you have one of these, you'd be a lot better off. Now, listen. Some of the newspapers think it's a secret, don't tell them. Now, listen. What was I doing? Oh, yes, look, what's your name?
Tony.
Tony, right, Tony. One for you, one for me. And what I want you to do is just take the laces out for me, because we're going to do a trick with the laces. Now, come on, Tone, I'm there. Now, tell you what I'll do. I'll just put mine back on the stand a second while I just lay that in there. You see? All right, one lace in there. Can you see that? It's vanished under a fold there. Good, right. And we'll do the same thing with that one. Thanks, Tone. You're a great help. What do you do for a living?
Butcher.
A butcher? Really? Hey, for yourself or company? Or?
For myself.
For yourself? Whereabouts?
Twickenham.
Twickenham. Tony of Twickers. Butcher to the cricketers. Oh, no, they play rugby and things, don't they, down there? Yeah, what we've got, Tone. Yeah, so you're not in the shoe trade, then?
No.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. It won't matter. You can still do this trick. Look, blue ones, green ones, black ones, yellow ones, and red ones. And if I was to say to you, pick a lace, they'd say it was a fiddle. We have to prove to the people at home that you are not with me, Tone, and I'm not getting me chops cheap. All right? We'll just put this in there. Now, we just put this in there and shake them up. See them? They go round and round in the bag. Clever, isn't it? And you get hold of it and you shake it up yourself. But while you're doing that, Tone, look up there in the air and then shake it up. And keep your head looking up. This will promote the growth of the beard. What you do, don't look down, keep looking up. Now put your hand into the top of the bag, either hand, and change your mind a couple of times if you want to, doesn't matter to me, and then just pull a lace out. What have you got?
Blue.
Blue. Give me the rest. We'll get rid of those. You've got a blue lace, we'll get rid of that, and we'll just untie these as well. Now, I've got to tell you, Tone, you've got a bit of a decision to make, even as we speak. You pulled out the blue, and we already had the white. Just name either one of them, the blue or the white. Just name one of them.
Blue.
The blue. All right? I shall do a trick with the blue. In fact, do you know what I shall say to the blue? Huh? Say no, Paul.
No problem.
I shall say, shoo! And the blue will go. It's good, isn't it? Yeah?
Very good.
Did you like that? Yes. Shoo, written on the... Oh, the blue really has gone. You know where they've gone? Into the two shoes that I have here. They really are in. Yeah? All threaded through. That's another trick sewn up. I hope you enjoyed that more than I'm enjoying this. But it's these acts, you see, that we're getting on the show. They are so energetic. A man has got to keep fit to keep up with them. And if you don't believe me, watch the lot we brought over from America. They're called the Jazzy Jumpers.
Jazzy Jumpers, swing high, good, make music spike, pick up your feet, make jumping like, all right, all right, all right, all right. These girls are getting down tonight. All right, move out here like a cable, check it out, they're out of sight. 1, 2, 3, 4. My name is Angela. We are on the go now. Watch us rock this London show. 1, 2.
USA, and they must be very proud of you. I'll tell you now, British kids, I'll be getting the skipping ropes out. That was amazing, really. How long have you been doing that?
3 years.
3 years? No wonder you're tired. Really good. I understand you do something else as well. You do this thing called speed skipping or something like.
Yes, we do.
You do? I won't dance. I'm not going to get involved. Can I watch a bit of it? You mind?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no extra money. That's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jazzy Jumpers. I'm sitting down, not because of the exercise bike, but because every time I watch that act, it tires me out. Actually, I'm sitting in something very special. This came from a club in London where all the members had their initials carved on the back of the chair. Whose was this? It was the man on that poster, Harry Houdini, king of cards. Long before he was king of escapes, he was the king of cards. There's his initials on the back. H. Maybe I could sell it to somebody with the same initials, but I wouldn't, because I collect old pieces of furniture if they're magical. And I've got a piece of glass that is very old and very magical, and I've got a superstar involved in the next trick. This is what the producer meant. The producer said there would be a touch of class on the show, and I said, oh, Glenda Jackson. No, how nice of you to drop in. What do you want?
I want to see magic.
Pardon?
I want to see magic.
You've come to the wrong place.
Oh.
No. Stay here, madam. I will explain what magic is all about. It starts off with a very simple little premise, you see. You wander around the street and you see something nice. And that would be nice in a magic show.
Right.
Now, of course, looking round the stately homes of England, one sees hand-painted windows and stained glass. You must have seen them yourself, of course.
Often,
You
yes.
move in such circles.
Such circles.
Of course
I'm always
you do.
seeing hand-painted
Yes, you do.
glass.
Now, this is my little tapper, you see. It tests
Yes.
whether it's real glass.
Right.
And I bought, because I couldn't afford the house, one window. Now, this is the window I bought, and I had it beautifully mounted because I didn't want to break it. And if you just go around that side there, I'll show you, you see, what it's all about. Now, this is where magic begins. A sheet of glass. Now, I don't want to hit it too hard, but you can see it's all beautifully painted all the way around. The only query might be, why has he put some little table legs there? I will tell you why. They are to support this. Penelope, do you know what that is?
A television screen.
All right. Hello, viewers. Yes, a television screen, because I knew you were coming, and I knew you're always on television, so I thought I'd make you feel at home.
Thank you.
But, my pleasure.
Lovely.
And we just put that on there. Now, if you just stay there,
Yes.
I'll go behind. Good
Right.
television, this, you see, because what happens is I've got another one that I put on the back end like this. When I get this on there, you can see me on the telly again. Nice, isn't it? Some people, of course, say that they're going to sell their tellies and just buy a 10x8 of me. But remember, this is glass.
Glass.
Oh, sorry,
Yes.
glass.
Glass, yes. Or glass if you come from there, yes.
Very
Oh,
good.
I understand glass.
You understand glass?
I'm married to cook glass.
You're married to cook glass, are you? Why, gum lass has got some taste. Why are we talking like this? I'm buying a country house. Now, if you just... This is my son, Paul Jr., and if you would just give me a hand, my son, because Penelope, you see, is in a very privileged position. Normally, we have an audience out the front, as we have indeed tonight. Normally, we have cameras out the front, as indeed we have tonight. But tonight, you are seeing magic where people do not normally see it. From the back,
Right.
you see. In fact, you are looking at the backside of magic. Now, this is a metal tube. There's nothing in it. You can see all the way through it.
I've seen shows like this before, you see. You always do that.
Yes, one does. I am innocent, Your Honour. I stand here before you. Sorry. Now, again, over here we have another table. Now, this one's different. This table has got a sliding panel.
Oh, yes. It's a lovely sliding panel. Very good. A sliding panel.
Did I say you could play with my sliding panel? Fine. Well, what we'll do is we'll just pick it up, son, and we'll put this in straight line with the other one on that side, like so. Now, we get that lined up, and then we start to look around for somebody to do the illusion with. Don't we? We look around for a passing person who is wearing a frock. On the table.
Me?
Oh, yes, you're in it. You see, this is the bit that isn't in the contract. You know the bit that says, you may go on the Paul Daniels show?
Yes.
Well, this sprung, you see. Just lay on it. Try it for size.
Are you sure?
Yes. Come on,
I'm
lofty bird.
I'm a very long, lofty bird.
You are a long, lofty bird, aren't you? But there, don't worry
What
about
do I
it.
do?
I'm a short, silly conjurer. you keep your head there,
Right.
like that, and if you turn over there to the cameras, they can see you, you see, in close-ups and things, and I shall touch the royal legs. It's nice,
Yes.
that, isn't it? Yes, we
Yes,
do
I
a
like that.
massage here, madam.
Thank you.
And this... What are you praying for?
Just help.
Oh, just help. Oh, no. You're beyond help now. We sort of flick the skirt out of the way. I should also point out, you see, that there is
Oh.
glass above your head,
Yes.
all round, OK? Now then, are you all right with your hands on there? I don't know.
quite frightened.
Because I'm not sure where they put your microphone, you see. Now,
Oh, yes.
now, what I do is I go around here,
Right.
and I show that the glass is here also, like this, OK? And then what we do is we use the tubes. Paul Jr. does one, I do one, and we put them back onto the table like this. Now, I know you'll be in the dark for a little while, and strange things, you know, will sort of come to your mind, like, am I all right? But I must point out, oh, Paul's got a problem. I'll tell you what Paul's problem is. He's got to make sure your skirt isn't caught in the runners, all right?
Oh, yes.
And this is where, of course, we get to massage the upper thighs. Now, this is where I like magic. Yes, now we've got you locked down, we can do anything. Now, I must point out, ladies and gentlemen, that although we now have the audience there, you will notice we no longer have the popular personage on the other side of the illusion. So what we do is we get a camera and we put it up there. Oh, there you are. Now, the people at home are behind us. The audience is over there. Penelope is here. And we are going to attempt to push Penelope through the pain. Aren't we, my son? Right. Okay, now just give a very slow push forwards, and I think we'll start to see whether it will go through this solid glass, which you can see all the way around, and of course there, like this. We can see it here, here, under here, and the head should start to come out of here. It is through there as well. How are you feeling? Marvellous. Mind your hair. Just rest down there.
It's magic.
Pardon?
It's magic.
Oh, that's your kind. That was a lovely round of applause for a very brave lady. Give them one smile to camera 4 there. Beautiful smile. Thank you. You really were very, very good. Okay. Oh, of course, some people might think we have a kind of shatterproof glass here, but all we do is we just lift these away, and, sorry, Penelope, and if you just now jump off there, I can then move the table away, like this, come round the back a little bit, and we can just take this off here, like that, and you can now see we're back to where we started, with a solid pane of glass all the way around. It's a lovely trick, and you're a lovely companion. Thank you for coming on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Penelope Keith. Now, that was a nice lady. And a good mystery, too, eh? Watch this. I've been practicing this ever since we had a juggler on the show, one of the world's best. Obviously, you shouldn't be watching me, you should be watching him. His name, Kris Kremo. at Star Act. And this, of course, the star of yesterday, one of my favourite posters, Chung Soo, producing, as you can see here, £1,000. In those days, a dream of wealth. I'll bet he never ever thought that a magician would one day be playing around with £1 million. Well, I got the opportunity to play with it a couple of Christmases ago. We had in the studio Owen Rout. He's the general manager of Barclays Bank. We had Robert Maxwell, the newspaper magnate. And we had to turn the studio, because of the value of the money, into a top security zone. We've got the lot. We've got closed-circuit TV cameras watching anything that's put inside this Perspex box. I'd like you to, in fact, walk right round the Perspex box and see. You can see right through it, all right? And there's a big space at the back here where later we will be standing a couple of security men in any case. Now, can I do this? Because I'm littler than most people. I can get right under there and show you, in fact, that you can see right under this table all the way around it, and that's why you're here. You are men of integrity. So would you just take a stroll back to the front, gentlemen, and let me explain what this is all about. Although Mr. Owen Rout already knows. I'd like you to just step off the pads, although we won't activate them for some time. Come a little closer. I've had a bath and I don't want to waste it. Now, this is very exciting. It's probably, I think definitely, the most expensive thing ever to enter a BBC studio, apart from yourself and myself. And anything you might have lying around. Now, there's a funny-looking truck coming down the corridors, ladies and gentlemen, carrying a very large box-like affair. You can see on each side it's got security guards, and it's being backed from area to area under top security. And now the doors to the studio are opening up. Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see a safe enter under security guard, which has in it £1 million in cash. Something out. This is a very large safe, as you can see. It's got combination and lock all combined, and these guys have been guarding inside here an awful lot of money. I don't know how long they've been guarding it, but you know, you're quite happy it's still in there, are you? Oh, it is important. It's a strange safe also. It has a bar going through. Don't know whether you can see that. There's a bar here going all the way through. Can you let me between you and the million? Thank you. Yeah, they don't trust anyone. I don't understand that. You can see this, you see, it goes all the way through there. And this inside this safe, there is another smaller safe. And as it were, it's a lock box, a strong box. And that bar prevents anybody getting it out if they even get this bit open. So, who's got the key to the safe? You have the key to the safe. Gentlemen, just in case you get overexcited, because you see how his hand went out then to grab it? the money. I'd advise you to just back off a little in case this has got alarms on it as well. All right? We'll just open that up. Now, we have not as yet activated the alarms on the thing. I think that should do that. Who's actually got the keys to the bar? Who's got those? Could you chaps just undo those? Obviously, you could undo one and pull it out, but just prove that those locks really do work. And while I do this, because I don't want anyone to know what this is for later, I'll just twiddle this, all right? And then if they put it back in here, I'm the only one that can get it out. Right. So, could you pull that bar out, chaps? You'll have to sort of unhook the things. If you don't mind. That's it. Thank you very much. That's a solid steel bar, very heavy, and that reveals this, if I can just, that's it, just push that round there like that, and there we go. We have got now in here, in packets, a strong box with £1 million inside it. Now, you can see the packets in the front, but we're going to get a trolley in. Can we have the trolley in? And we're going to get this out, because there's no point in having it in there. I mean, what's the use of money if you don't use it? That's what I say. Now, just put it in and give them £10 each. No, if you just wiggle it up a little closer, that's it. Now, you've got to get it really in tight, fellas. I've been told by the bank. I think that's about right. I'll hold this, and you try and pull that out. Now, be very careful, and try to lift the back over that lip. It weighs a lot, so be careful. That's it. Now, see what I mean? You've got to really lift it on, fellas. Go on. Oh, now, see what I mean? Now, would you like £1 million and all this trouble? There we are. See, we've got everybody working. Thank you. Now, that was, I say, it was damn sporting of you, chap. You know, I mean... Yeah, what did you say? It's heavy, yes, but this is, they're used to handling it all the time. Now, if you could just take that away, just wheel that away and put it somewhere safe, like back of my car, something like that. And we'll just close this up, because we won't need this again, and we'll just put that, there's a way to lock this, isn't there? Are all safes like this? Eh? Are they? Afraid so. Why, are you in the safe business? Do you go in them a lot, do you? Right. Now, we just put that in there, like that. Let's shut that. Right. Good grief, what a lock. Now, you can put the bar through as well and lock it, all right? Because this is the bit we're interested in. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on here are 2 locks, all right? I'm excited. Are you excited as well? Now, what it is in here, we just do that. I can't get the key out. My fingers are trembling with the excitement, yes. We just put that in there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you were wanting to do this at home, you'd have to have a box this big. You'd have to have a box this big, because inside here, no kidding, is exactly £1 million in cash. Isn't that nice? Yeah? And it's untidy as well. It moves about a bit when it... You can see it moves in the box and all that, because it's, you know, it's only money, isn't it? And when it's swinging about and that on the truck, it just moves. Now, sir, you obviously are from the bank that owns all this, yes?
Correct,
Which is
yes.
why you haven't taken your eyes off me.
That's right.
Right. Now, Owen, it is checked and it is counted and it is weighed in every way so that there's no fiddling can go on.
Absolutely.
But the public at home, of course, sometimes think that we cheat and that this might not be the real thing. So that is why you, sir, are here as a publisher. Because if what I am about to say now isn't the truth, I give you permission to publish it. What I want you to do is I want you to choose any packet at all, and we will open the packet and prove it's real money.
Make a marvellous exclusive story for the Daily Mirror if you are cheating.
I know, which is why I can do it, because I'm not. Because the Express phoned me up and asked me if I was... and I sold it to them. No, I tell you what, just choose any packet at all you like. Now, you're happy with that packet. It's heavy, isn't it? Now, do you know why that's heavy? Hey, put it back. You've got to watch them, you know. It's your money. You keep your eye on him. Now, listen. Now, the reason why people are now looking at this with great interest is this is exactly £25,000. It doesn't look like much, does it? No. But it would not be useful. Now then, what we do is this. We cut open the packet. Now remember, you had a free choice of any packet. We're going to cut this packet open. And behind you are standing the little ladies who did, in truth, check all money and that, and they work for the company. And they're wearing the badges and the costumes and everything. Now then, sir, there it is, all open. Now pick any packet at all of that and pull it out. It's a bit stiff, isn't it? That's the idea. Now, tell you what we'll do. We'll just put that there, and we'll just cut this open like this, because we've got to prove to the nation it's real money. Now, Mr. Maxwell, sir, you had a free choice of any one of those bundles. You had a free choice of any one of these packets, okay?
Yes.
Just make a space in the middle to get it back in. This is really, really, really money. So I'm just going to pull it out. Which one of you girls is the fastest? You are, yes. Which one of you girls is the fastest at counting money? Come over here. Come over here. Now, what I want you to do, bust the bands off that, my love, and I want you to count it. This is what a professional counter of money looks like, you see. She's counting it all off. And can I say thank you for all your work on behalf of the BBC, because I know you've worked very hard on this trip. Really. Now, I want you all to watch this young lady while I walk away with this. No, just watch the lady. Here we go. Two stuck together, then. That's fine. How many was that? She can't put her off, can you? Eh? No, you can't put her off. Professional counter of money. Very good. And now she's going for the home straight. If there's 25,000 in a packet, and you divide that by... yeah. Well,
So how many packets do you think there are?
What, in there?
Yeah.
I think there must be about 40 bundles, and there's 10 in each bundle. There.
That's about right.
Pardon?
That's correct.
Well, of course. Well, it would be, wouldn't it? Yeah. I mean, you probably feel at home with all this, don't you? Yeah.
Well, I've given away $1 million to a lady.
I
Very
bet
nice
you
lady.
have. And so have a lot of other people. Yes. I once gave away
To
$1
Daily
million.
Mirror.
Oh, yes. You did mention that before. Yes. Yes. You see, you've got to be careful when you say that, sir, because a lot of people think tricks are done with mirrors. Now, this is important. So,
250 notes, £2,500.
£2,500. Goody, goody, goody. Freely chosen by the man. It's really money. I bet you feel a bit daft checking something you've already checked. Anyway, we'll just put this in here if I can get it in, because to be honest with you, I never realised that money was so tight. Anyway, it's not a joke. We just bung it in the middle, sir, like that, if you wouldn't mind. We'll just try to get it in as far as we can. It doesn't have to go perfectly in, just part of the way in, doesn't it, really? Yeah. Pull that bit out, and then we can get that bit in. Anyway, that'll do. It's near enough for jazz, as they say. Now, we'll put that in the middle, because otherwise it might fall out because it's loose. OK. Thanks, son. Meet you in the car afterwards. Right. Now, we just close that down. Oh, it'll rock about anyway. So we'll just close that on there, like that. And we'll just close that down. Now, in truth, because we've got such a top security area here, I'll just take the key back off that. OK, fellas, would you like to hook that up and just do what we're going to do? Sorry. Now, the reason you'll have noticed us crashing into each other, ladies and gentlemen, the reason you will have noticed us sort of whoops, up a bit, up a bit, up a bit, up a bit, thank you. And the reason that this is a bit clumsy is because it's the one trick we could not rehearse. It's the one trick we could not practice in any way whatsoever, because let's face it, can I just get that now? Just, you see, we can't rehearse because we didn't get the box with £1 million in it till just now in the studio. Sad, isn't it? Right, I think that's about right. Could you just take that up a bit slowly? Whoop. Right, now just in case the wire breaks, because cable does, can you just back off about this area here, gentlemen? Thank you. You ladies are fine there. There it is. £1 million. Now it hangs suspended in space, and we have not as yet switched all the alarms back on. So what I'm going to do is ask my two chaps to help me. And two men, could you go up right round the back, please? And could one of you just stand on the back and guard the safe? You've been guarding that a long time. Another one stays on the safe over there. Right, here we go. We're going to try the trick. And we're going to put that into a security zone. And I'm all right underneath it. Go on. And it travels back on its tracks like that. And we're going to lower it into this Perspex box here. Hey, yep. Steady now, it's swinging a bit. In another inch. Steady now, steady. Okay. Fine. It's going well. Okay, switch the alarms back on. Ladies and gentlemen, there's £1 million in there. And inside there is one more surprise for any thief that ever tried to steal it. The surprise would be this. Watch in the side, and he would get a surprise of his life, because in there goes tear gas. The guys at the back could see underneath all the time. The people in the studio could. Even if you at home couldn't, people were watching all around. And so that's it for another year. We'd just like to say thank you. What's that? Oh, hey, look at this. Oh, hey, you've been scooped again. You've been scooped. I've got to tell you, that's the first time that paper's had any news in it. Anyway, that is it. I'm off now to pay for the yacht that I ordered yesterday. And on behalf of everybody involved in the show, thank you very much for taking part in this, particularly the people from Barclays who supplied my future career. And on behalf...
What about our money?
Pardon?
What about Barclays' money?
Yes, well... Yes, how sordid. Well, would you take a cheque? No, it's drawn on your bank. Anyway, just... All right, chaps, would you do me a favour, please, and just stand over here, because I'm going to do something, and this is for the benefit of the viewers really at home. You've been guarding this all the time. Say, yes, Paul. Can you hear me in there? Very serious business. These men, of course, are not, and I really mean this, they really are not paid by us at all. They are from Securico. The money really did come from Barclays. Everything that you've seen tonight is really and truthfully genuine. They've been guarding this empty safe, Lord knows why. And I just do this again, because if I don't, everybody will laugh at me. The bar, of course, is right through the middle, and it's still locked. So what I want to know is this. If that is the truth, then how the dickens did we get this back inside it, as large as life, and still full of the money? And inside there is the money. I can just take it out of there. There it is. There's the... Get that out. That's what we checked. Let's put that back in there now. There it is. Isn't that good? Whoa! And I've always wanted to do this. Sadly, they took all the money back again. Shame, really. Never mind. Back to the old system of saving up for your holidays. Doesn't sound like it's going to be much of a holiday. Still, if you're going to have one, hope you have a nice one. And in the meantime, till we meet again, goodbye for now.